not serious relationships.
The walk of shame. Really?
Really?
Nevada prostitution is absolutely legal.
I was so surprised. I'm Olga. I'm so sorry. Just it's not my computer. It's my son's. Just glad to see you. Just do you see me well? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
How do I look like? I'm sorry.
To begin this, I think that you, because Okli is unique person, which is bicultural. He lived in the States and he's living in Philippines. And you told me that dating in Philippines, it's a very funny and unique process because you are dating not with a girl but with entire, I don't know, pride, with cousins, aunts and something like that.
Yeah. We have to bring their security with them.
And on the other hand, we have stereotype that in States the woman very open, how to say, open, or I don't know. So you just dating, drinking cocktails, bam bam, and you can go to bed, something like that. So,
I wish that were true.
Is it true or is it stereotype?
No.
No?
No, definitely not. Well, honestly, occasionally that happens, but by occasionally I mean once every 5 or 6 or 7 years. Hardly ever. And it's you're obviously not going to have a serious relationship with any girl that just you meet once and go to bed that night. Never. That's never going to be anything long term. It doesn't happen.
I can say that Russian are in the middle. Is in the middle because, as you say, it sometimes it happened. However, usually it's when girls are very drunk or they are together very drunk. Yeah. And after that, of course, they feel very sorry about that and very confused. So it's not a good start for relationship. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the English phrase, the walk of shame?
No.
Walk of shame. That's when you, when a guy and a girl's, it could go either way. Either the woman or the man could be doing the walk of shame. It's the person who has to leave the house at like 5 in the morning.
I see.
Maybe they're hungover and their hair's uncombed and their shirt is misbuttoned and they're walking home at 5 in the morning and everybody knows what's going on. Oh yeah. I see.
It's because
the university, that's kind of common. You always see a few people walking home at 5 in the morning and you know exactly what's up.
So he is going while the partner is sleeping,
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea.
It's
or
escape.
The woman is embarrassed, because she got drunk and slept with a guy, so she escapes, before he wakes up. And then she has to walk home, and she's got a broken high heel, and her hair's all messed up. And,
abnormal relationships. Just I prefer something that's connected with psychology and philosophical issues. Just some deeper connection between people. So I prefer.
Well, then you might enjoy the Philippines dating ritual, I would call it, because it's always the same. It really is a ritual. It starts out with texting. I think that, I don't know, there's like an unwritten rule. You have to send back and forth 100 texts. So before a girl will ever go out with you get her phone number and you text and she texts back. This goes on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Finally, you convince her to go out with you. And so generally you meet somewhere, like at the mall, nice public place, very public. You meet. Generally, the girl is always late. and I'm talking at least 1 hour late, but even 2 hours late. You know, you meet for lunch. I'll meet you at 1 o'clock. She shows up at 3 o'clock. Like, I'm starving. And she always brings her sister or cousin or a friend with her, at least one, sometimes 2 or 3. And the man is then expected to buy everyone lunch. And she sits there and talks to her friends, or sister or cousin, the whole time.
I have one friend from America. We are texting each other now, and he has already asked me about my salary. I was so surprised.
Really?
Really?
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised
I
as well.
asked him back, and then I asked him back just because I didn't know how to react. And just, it's the first time the man ever asked me about my salary. So that's why I was frightened to go to America.
Yeah, I would never. I've never asked any woman how much she's making. I've never done that.
It's not polite.
I don't remember the name of the state where this American is from. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you, my sister, my mother didn't know how much I made. Nobody knows how much money I made.
About sex stores of sex toys. I don't know how it's called in English.
Okay, all right.
Sex toys stores.
Sex toy store. Yeah, adult. They sometimes are just called adult stores.
Adult store. Yeah. It's very interesting that in Russia there is hundreds or thousands of adult stores. However, Russian people are very orthodox, and I don't know anybody who are customer of such store. And everybody very sorry about seeing dildo, I don't know, vibrator, something like that. So I even don't have a clue how this business is running in Moscow and in Russia. And is it the same in Philippines, or they are more open, how to say, more free about that?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's a whole lot more adult shops in America than there is in the Philippines. I think they're in my whole city of like 1 million people. I can only think of one. I don't go to adult shops. That's the problem. I don't frequent these places. And as far as America, I mean, I have been to them just to see what it's all about. What are they doing in here? What are they selling? So I have gone to one or two or three times in my whole life, but I don't understand what they're doing either, because there's never anybody in there. I never see people going in or out or buying anything. I don't know how they survive.
Once I was interested in the magic wand. Hitachi magic wand. I remembered it. Now I remembered, yes. And that's
this is exactly what I bought there.
In Wikipedia, you can find some information. And yesterday evening, I was thinking exactly about this thing, just that I'm interested. Why not? Just one day, it came to your head that you have missed something in life. So that's why I don't know how Sasha just recognized my yesterday evening's thoughts, but actually it's a coincidence.
Mistaken, there is no any discrimination of gay and LGBT in the Philippines.
Absolutely not. I mean, no. They have like beauty contests for for drag, the guys wearing women clothes. That's like in a public place in the mall, for example. And little kids are around. What really kind of shocks me is when you see really quite young people, both male and female, by the way, that are identify as gay. It kind of, otherwise it doesn't bother me at all. I don't really care. I have no hang-ups about it. I don't really care. What kind of freaks me out when I see like a 12-year-old girl or boy who identifies as lesbian or gay. I mean, that kind of makes me think, wait a minute here. Give it a few years there.
I always used to admire those people who has made up their minds just to choose the persons whom they really like and to live without any restrictions. And it's the first step towards freedom, so marriage.
Yeah. Oля, I would say that you are exception from typical Russian because you admire that, or not admire, but accept that. Yeah. But most of Russian they discriminate and reject at all. Yeah, criticize.
They are criticizing.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. You can't start criticizing something if you haven't learned the subject. So that's
right.
why I disapprove the people.
People fear what they don't know, you know? That's it. They're afraid of it. But they don't want to admit that they're afraid. But that's the problem. They're afraid. But there's really nothing to be afraid of. There really isn't.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was quite younger, you know, like high school or something, I was a little afraid. I didn't know anything about it. But as a young adult, I had a roommate and he was gay and he didn't try to rape me or anything. It was no big deal. I mean, whatever. We'd hang out, drinking scotch, playing chess, and it's just normal. It's nothing special or weird or different at all. At all. It's quite boring. Boringly normal.
It's strip clubs. And recently
here's Olga's area.
Yeah. So we know that they are dancing. Strip dancer is dancing there, and she is getting money. But what about private dance? And what about sex? Recently, I heard that you can get sex in Russian strip clubs. It's very expensive. It's like a double private dance cost. However, it's in the price. You can pay it and you can get the sex in special room, in dedicated room, something like that. And what about America? Is it only for watching, or you have do the same in America?
I suppose there are probably some women who would negotiate with you, but mostly no.
It's not legal.
Well, it's certainly not legal, except in Nevada. Nevada prostitution is absolutely legal.
But dancing and prostitution, it's different.
They are different.
You are dancing, for you it's the chance just to get extra money, just because, but you can refuse. But prostitution, it's like your way of life, and you are used to getting money for your service or just for escorting. But concerning dancing, just maybe if you like a man, just why not?
Because America, the girls really dance, and some of them are very talented dancers. They dance and they do the whole thing on the pole and spinning around, and they really do all that stuff. In the Philippines, they have what are called bikini bars. Basically, bikini bars. Yeah, you'll have 10, 20, 30 girls on a big stage, and there's men or girls seated all around at the bar or at tables. And they dance. Some of them like to dance and enjoy the dancing, and so some of them actually do dance. But most of them, it's like you ever watch the series Walking Dead? It's like that. They just go like this is their dancing. They're not into it at all. They're not enjoying it. They don't like it. So they dance like zombies.
I don't sure about Philippines, but most of Asians girls, they are very skinny and they have little boobs. Is it the same for Philippines or not?
Oh yeah. True.
The time to show my body.
but you know, at the same time, as many I saw Philippine girls, they are very pretty face. They have very pretty face. Yeah. They're attractive.
They are very attractive. Yeah. I've noticed, I think different places around the world where you have a lot of like the Philippines have the Malay, and then there's the Spanish were here for 300 years, and the Japanese, of course, invaded and raped a lot of women. Horrible circumstances, I know. But I mean, the cross-cultural interbreeding, black and white and Asian, they tend to make beautiful people. Like I've been to Trinidad and Tobago, and it's like half black and half Chinese, which they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. Miss Trinidad and Tobago has won Miss Universe 5 or 6 times.
I agree. I have a lot of invitations from different countries. A lot of from America, from
But unfortunately,
India,
you're married. Yeah.
Huh? But
Unfortunately, you are married. Yes.
It won't prevent men from invitations, right?
Yeah. Right.
So thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the time.
Nice to meet you, Olga.
Take care. Bye bye.
Yes.
Pleasure.
Bye.